Hey guys, welcome back to this Blue Bricks home tour series where we bring you to Tampines. Now today we are in the newest MOP cluster here in GreenWeave, and let me tell you more about this location here. Now if you're familiar with Tampines, you know that Tampines is generally quite a mature estate with HDBs starting from the 1980s and then slowly progressing towards the 2000, 2005, 2015, and then here we are in the newest cluster. So if you go to the newer ones, if you go to the older ones, you'll realize that leases will be left with about 50 years to about 80, 70 years. So if you're looking for something of a fresh lease, you can consider this unit here. Now I'm going to show you around this area and orientate you a little bit. Why mature estates are so popular? Well, because the amenities are already laid out for you. You have your major transport nodes, you have your coffee shops, you have your malls all within the area. So for here in the GreenWeave region, actually, you don't even need to go to the main Tampines Central area because firstly, right, we already have a prime supermarket within our cluster here. And if you're looking for other options, in fact, you can just cross the overhead bridge, which is separated by Tampines Tampines North Drive 1, and you will see that there is a Sheng Siong supermarket on the opposite side as well. So if one supermarket is not good enough for you, you have two, and if that's not enough, you're just a 5-minute drive towards the Giant Hypermart as well as IKEA, but otherwise you can also walk to the area. All right, so just to orientate you in the maps, here we are at 608 in the GreenWeave region. Now looking ahead of us, we can see that there's the Tampines North MRT and Tampines North bus interchange as well as the Tampines North MRT station, which will be ready in 2030. Now around the area is also where you will find your popular tenant as well as the new Orel of Tampines EC, and finally the integrated residences, Parktown Residence, which will add more amenities and convenience to us. Other major transport nodes that we have is of course the Tampines MRT, which is the green line, as well as the blue line as well. So if you're walking there, it will take about, according to Google Maps, about 28 minutes, but from our owners here, she said that she takes about 15 minutes on a super fast walk over to the other side. If you're a driver, you'll be glad to know that we're just 5 minutes away to the TPE and 5 minutes away to Bartley flyover. So connectivity is really strong. If you're looking for a primary school in the area, there are two really popular ones here. You have Poi Ching as well as, I'm just gonna check really quickly, Poi Ching as well as Angsana Primary School. So these are the two, and that's actually just along the road here where you take the Tampines North Drive. So a lot of people may ask, is this road a busy road? Well, I would say that this road actually leads to a little, would you call like a little like U-turn spot that goes to the school? So it is a very quiet road, and the only people that are coming to this estate or driving along that road are the ones going to the estate. So generally a very quiet road. So great thing is because we are separated by this road here, we do get a really nice long far away distance to the other block, and you'll see that the other block, they have tinted windows, so you get privacy into your unit. Okay. Now, one of my favorite things about being in this new cluster is the layout for the 5 rooms. So in this cluster, you can get the studio all the way to the 3 gen apartments. But today in the 5 room, this is 1216 square feet. The layout types, you might have seen others, you might have seen my other video, and you'll see the layout generally for the living area is very large because this would be where many people would have their suggested study. But instead of doing the suggested study, they decided to do a really large hosting area, which is why you can see the kiddos toys around, and you got a super great distance away to the block, to your TV across, which is wonderful. So all the lights have been done, the fans, of course the aircon as well as the cove lights have been done, so that's something you can, if you like, you can keep, or you could just change the colors or change the laminates to just suit your theme. The great thing about this layout here is, of course, you have the bomb shelter that's tucked towards the corner. Now you might have seen certain layout types where bomb shelters are usually in the middle, in like the walkway to the bedrooms, but this one is tucked away here. And the great thing is because of that, they were able to do an extra shoe cabinet here. But actually when you come to this estate, right, you will see that the corridors are super wide and super large. So actually you can still put a little bit of your stuff out there. Just a fun fact for you. Now we're headed to this dining area. Now there are certain layout types where they have decided to remove this entire wall, so it becomes an open living and dining concept kitchen, but this one they have decided to keep the enclosed kitchen. So here you can still put a 6-seater. Of course, if you want a longer one, an 8-seater, I think even a 10-seater might be sufficient for you. You could definitely stretch it out a bit here. And then let's come into the kitchen here. Lots and lots and lots of countertop space. space, lots and lots of overhung and bottom cabinets. So you have a lot of working space in this kitchen here, which is wonderful. And of course, they didn't remove the yard area, which is what I think is very important in an HDB cluster. So you can do your laundry here. Yeah, I think the layout is super efficient. And yeah, I think one of the great things of having the flexibility to open up the kitchen is, of course, if you like a bigger kitchen or a smaller kitchen, you have a lot of space here. And that really is my favorite feature of this entire cluster. I said this in another video, but yeah, this still stands to be one of my favorite layouts in an HDB layout, floor plan sort of thing. Okay. I'm going to bring you to take a look at the bedrooms. Now, just to share, the owners did spend about 60 to 80K for their reno 5 years ago. And they have kept quite a bit of the original style here, and I think that's great for you because if you want, all you need to do is just add in some of your move-in furniture, and because there were no major hackings done or major fixtures done, it's still easy for you to do your own renovations in future. So this is the common bedroom, and of course you can see how they have already put a study table here. If you do want a larger, if you want to convert this into a bedroom comfortably, you'll be able to put your bed here as well as your wardrobe towards the other side there. Now I'm going to lead you to show you the next common bedroom, which is on this side here. This one has a bed, so it's easier for you to visualize a little bit better. What they've done is they've tucked the bed onto this side here. Of course, if you want, you could also do it vertically instead, and then your wardrobe's still tucked towards the other end here. This is a really big bedroom. You can visualize with me a lot of options that you can do here. So the lights have been done, the aircon have been done in the unit, and right across this bedroom, you will have your common bedroom. So shower screen done. The tiles were original from HDB, so of course, if you want to just change it, you can always just do an overlay of tiles, but they did do a diffuser for where the lights are, so it looks less harsh, which I like. And then coming into the master bedroom, this is the largest bedroom of all, and this is one of the largest, one of the largest master bedrooms that I've seen so far in some of the HDB layouts. So you get a really big bedroom, a really big space. And as you can see, they have tucked their bed all the way towards the corner, and this area here still allows for their side table. Of course, if you want your side table to be on the other end, you could do that too. But by pushing it to one edge here, you can definitely upgrade to have more wardrobe space towards the side. So currently it's about 4 panels, I think 4. Well, okay, actually, let me count it. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 panels. If you want, you could do another 2 more towards the other side there. And of course, towards this side here is where the master bathroom is. So yeah, this one they have done the tiles. So similarly for the common bath, if you want, you can also just change up the tiles, and you could emulate a certain theme like this as well. So just to share, we are on a higher floor, and we are, I would say, a generally very quiet facing. So I'm just going to do the numbers for you and share with you what are your options here in Tampines. If you're looking for the newest cluster, then there are 3 different clusters you can look out for. This is the cluster in GreenWeave. You have the one beside us, and that is called the GreenView. So GreenView is 612 to 614, and then you also have Green Ridges, which is across us, the brown and the green and white HDBs, the Green Ridges. So in terms of MOP dates, they are quite similar. With that over there, having MOP a little bit earlier than ours here at GreenWeave, and then the next to MOP will be the one beside us at GreenView. The numbers, okay, maybe to simplify it, 601 to 607 is the Green Ridges, and then 608 to 610, which is where we are, is the GreenWeave, and then GreenView, the 612 to 614 series, that's the one to be latest to MOP. So you can kind of see from the numbers, right? 601 started first, then you move over to 614, which is the newest lah. So in terms of the options that you get for a 5-room here, generally the asking prices are between 845 to about 1.058 million for a 5-room, 1216 square feet. And how, you might be wondering, how then do I choose which unit to go for? Now, of course, if you are not particular about facing, if you are not particular about renovation, and if you're not particular about, you know, the floor level that you're at, then it's easy for you to make a decision. Maybe the lowest quantum makes sense for you. Now, today we are in a slightly higher floor, above level 10, and if I were to really break down the listings that are available on the market, you will see that the ones below the 900K range are generally the ones on the lower floor. So how I can judge that is because I can see the trees, I can see the tree line, I can see the walkway, I can see the roads. And then if you look at the 900 to 950K range, then usually you will get the middle floor ones. And middle floor, because the highest is 15 here, then I will say that middle floor would mean about 5th floor to about 7 to about 8. And then high floor would be level 10 onwards. And so what we're seeing is the mid floor, some renovated, others not, about 900 to the 950 range. And for the high floor and the renovated ones, you will see them moving closer towards the 950K and above range, and some even hitting a $1 million mark. So it really depends on what you like, but I feel for our unit, because we're on a high floor, we are not asking at the major price point, as high of a price point as the mid-floor unit, so I think this is a great entry price for you. And in terms of location, I do like this stack because we have a great distance from the block across. We still have the option of having the other supermarket across the road with a sheltered walkway as well. So I think these are really great plus points that I look for in terms of finding a unit in when searching for a unit in the market. So if you're keen to find out more about this listing and find out and see the whole home with me, I'm happy to show you the place. Our contact details are right down below, so if you're keen to find out more, just give us a ring. So this is Mikaela, bleubricks from PropertyLimBrothers. Always happy to show you the place.